Keegan, like if I feel like we've been kicking it for a while.
A while. Yeah.
Yeah,
How you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm glad to see this movie and the holiday spirit and everything. You're so talented on stage and everything else, but I'm not sure about your dance moves yet. You know, I,
Uh-huh.
I, I'm not sure. I was looking at the little routines. I'm like, yeah, you know, he might need a little dancing with the stars instruction over here. But I gotta say, I know this is for Christmas, but upon Halloween, and you look back at last year. I mean, you look at Get Out and look at what your partner, your partner in crime, Jordan Peele did. Like how powerful was his impression on the industry and the genre to now have all these other horror flicks and movies of different genres coming out that I feel like are a result of this Jordan Peele effect.
Well, I mean, above all else, I'm just proud of him because, and the other thing is how fortunate he is to have been able to be given that expression. I mean, nothing was going to stop him. Really, all it is at the end of the day is hard work. That's really what it is. Is that he worked on Get Out for 8 years. 8 years before we got this, set up this deal so that someone would pay for this film and believe in his vision. And it's just another example that stories from people of color need to be told more often. That thank God we have, because that's an independent film, right? And it's lucky that got through the cracks. And what we're dealing with now is we have streamers like Amazon and Apple and Netflix who will allow people to do more daring work. Shouldn't be daring. If a brother's talented, just give him a job. We know that's not how it works, but that's starting. We're not in an equal playing field, but it's starting to happen. Just like Jingle Jangle. I mean, this is something that David's had in the works for 20 years. A studio wasn't going to make this movie. So I think that it gives me some hope. It gives me some hope. Yeah. And you're right. I believe that Jordan, in recent times, Jordan has been the catalyst for this to happen. I mean, I don't know if you know the movie Putney Swope. You ever see that movie? It's a movie from the 60s, a cult movie from the 60s with an African-American man who's in advertising, and then the people around him are trying to manipulate him. And if you made Putney Swope today, people would watch it and see it.
Yeah.
But only like really obscure film people know about this movie, and more people should know about this movie. Yeah. You know what I mean?
You'll fix it. You'll see. Or I will come up with something even better. And you want to know why? Because I'm the toy maker of the year, 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 toy maker of the year!
Lift me. Do not be afraid. I want to offer you sweet words of encouragement. I encourage you to not be an imbecile. Your only successes have come from that book of inventions. So, why not borrow another one of Jeronicus's inventions?
Because I have already stolen
Borrowed.
everything in that book. There is nothing left of him. There is nothing left in that pawn shop of his.
Do I need to slap you again? Once a great inventor, always a great inventor. There is always something left.
You're also a man from New York, and I wonder, like, with this being a musical, and when you look at all the people that have been displaced by this pandemic, especially Broadway, how do you think they bounce back, or how do they adjust to this new world? It seems like we have streaming to kind of make some adjustments with film, but how does Broadway bounce back into this pandemic world?
I think it's a very good question. I don't know exactly, but my stab at it would be that you would have to just have people start performing on stage in a streaming capacity. Or you could let limited people go to a movie theater and watch a performance that was being simulcast someplace else, depending on where we are, how severe we think, you know how bad we are right now, if it was to subside. But because that's the only way I think you would, you'd be watching on a screen, but you still might get the thrill of knowing they were performing live. Like they could make a mistake, or there'd be a slip up, or that you still get that energy from them. But there's of course nothing like live performance when you're there with the performer. And the only way I would think to be able to do it right now is if you were just, you had a Broadway house that only had 50% capacity, but then they can't make their money. That's the obstacle. So the answer is still in the ether. You know what I mean?
Well, shout outs, kudos to Netflix and all the streamers, but Netflix in particular, because I feel like they've been an action leader on giving diverse casts and diverse stories a chance that we wouldn't have seen. And I'm glad that Jingle Jangle finally made it to the screen, and Talbert and Felicia and Forrest and you all in it. So thanks for cheering us up for the holidays, and keep on doing stuff to make us laugh and be entertained. We'll keep on watching and cheering you on, brother.
Thank you, Jamal. Take care, man. Have a good one.